Okay, we're going to go over the sweep 1 and sweep 2 function today. I am just going to start in our front view window, and I just want to start off with a circle. Let's say it's about 10 millimeters radius. Go back to our 4-window viewport, jump into our right side view, and at the bottom of this circle I want to draw another circle. So here's another circle. We're going to go into our 4-window viewport. As you can see from our perspective view here, the circle we just did, our smaller version, is touching just a tangent to our front view circle, the larger one, and this is going to allow us to sweep it along this curve. Okay, I want to select from our ribbon up here, we want to select surface, sweep 1 rail, and I'm going to select our big circle because that's our 1 rail, and then our cross section, we're going to select our smaller circle. Okay, and then we just press enter, and we'll get into more of the seam point here a little bit later on when we do sweep 2, but it's important to know that this is just going to keep this certain point along the same rail. Okay, and you'll see what I mean. We press enter again, and now we can see that our circle ran a sweep around the curve we drew. Okay, and there's also these in your sweep 1 rail options menu. There are several other options that you can play around with. If you happened to not make a full circle or another organic shape, which I'll show you after this, you can use this closed sweep option, which will make it fully connect to one another. So let's just sweep this one. And that one right there is our sweep 1. Okay. Now we're going to go to our front view, make that bigger. We're going to make another circle a little bit down the road here. Let's make it 10 again. Then we're going to copy and paste that. And I want to scale it, so I am going to just simply click our scale option here. I like to press enter just so it runs the automatic one, and we'll just double it. So by putting 2, that means when you press enter, it's going to double that circle to a much larger one, right? Okay, so now I want to, using this gumball tool, I want to drag this circle up so that it's not exactly centered with the other one. Okay, now we're going to go back to our 4-window viewport, and we're going to go to our right side view, and we want to find, okay, so here is our bigger circle again, right? Okay, and here is our bigger one and our smaller circle. So you can see our smaller one is here, and our bigger one extends all the way down to here. Okay, so there's 3 millimeters in between there. So I want to create another circle, and I want to make it radius of 1.5 so that it is a 3 millimeter circle. Okay, now I want to move this, and we need to make sure, now that we're working with this circle, we need to make sure our quadrant is checked so that it can snap onto the quadrant. But I'm going to use transform and move tool. So I want to move it from this quadrant to touch this quadrant. Okay. Now, it's a little messy in there, but you will see now. Let me go back to our right view. Okay, so we happen to lose our circle in the mix there. So what we can do is move over to our front view window, and using our gumball tool, we can drag it to line up with our new circles. Okay, now we need to go back into our 4-window viewport, and now you can see from this perspective view that we have we want to select our 2 rails and then our cross-section circle. Press enter, enter once again, and now you can see that our sweep 2 has exploded our one circle, our cross section, to follow both of the circles we drew first. Okay, now we sweep that, and you can see the difference between the sweep 1 rail and sweep 2 rail. Okay, let's go back here. We can turn on our rendered view to see our object fully realized.